Okay, we're back to the dashboard again. And I wanted to show you a really cool feature that we found some really interesting uses for that I think you'll get a lot of use out of too. If you look over on the right-hand side over here, there's a little blue button that says notifications. And we may change the design on this a little bit. This may look a little bit different in the near future. But the notifications section is actually a really cool feature. You'll see down here this green notification button, right? If I click the X, it'll go away, and those notifications will be snoozed until a new notification pops up. But if I click the blue button again, I'll get my notifications back. The notifications are twofold. There is a notification from the system, from Atlas Martial Arts Software, or from AMS if you're doing billing with AMS, where if there's an inbound request, something that the system wants to let you know about, it'll do it there. So when you log in, you'll hear a little chime. This announcement will pop up on your home screen, and the announcement will be there. So again, if an account needs addressing, or if the system is telling you something, if the system wants you to know that the system has identified something that it wants you to know about, maybe there's a birthday coming up, or there's an agreement that's due to expire, or whatever the case might be, those will pop up under notifications. But there's also an announcement feature which you manage inside, for your school, that you can use this tool to queue announcements for perhaps staff members, or even to remind yourself of things. It also works in conjunction with the calendar. So if you have a reminder set in the calendar area, those reminders will pop up in the announcement section as well. So what you do is you click the blue button to turn your announcements on. In the announcement area, you'll see that little manage area. You can click this little manage link down here, and that will take you to the announcement manager. So let's go ahead and create a quick announcement here. Let's say I just want to click group action, new announcement. And let's say that I want that announcement to start today and end on Wednesday. I'm going to say this is urgent, and I want my instructor, Max, make sure you speak with Mrs. Jones, forgive my poor typing, about renewing to leadership today. Thanks. And then I can hit save, and that announcement will now be live. When I go back to my dashboard, okay, so for example, I go back, if I were to log out, log back in, or I log in, I get to my dashboard, that notification would then pop up, and it plays a little tone, and it says, Instructor Max, make sure that you speak to Mrs. Jones about renewing to leadership today. Thanks, right? If they click the X, if your staff or yourself, if you click the X here, you'll see that this little dialog box pops up, and it says, okay, you're disabling this notification. You can either, when a new announcement comes up, it'll pop up automatically, but for right now, you're hitting snooze. You're basically saying, okay, got it, I see the notification, it can go away now. When there's a new one, come and see me. If you want to turn it back on again or enable it, you just hit the notifications button again, and it'll then pop up. Now, item number 2 is something that's really cool and really useful in the notification area, is we've actually built this thing to allow simple HTML code. So for example, we've found that using this for staff training is a very useful tool. So let's say, for example, I wanted to make sure that all my staff watch a video, a little YouTube, one of my training videos before the Monday morning staff meeting, or before the Wednesday staff meeting, or whatever the case might be. So I can go here and I can create a new announcement. Let's say I want it to go live today, and it'll be live for the week. It's urgent. Please watch phone procedures video number 1, or something like that. Please watch this before the meeting. And then you can go to YouTube, for example, and just grab some embed code from a YouTube video. If you don't know how to do that, you can just go to any video and you go to the embed section under share, and you can set up your set sizes and stuff like that. This actually takes a relatively small video, but you can set up your sizes or whatever you want that to be, and you can pop that in your little message area, hit save, And then when I go back to my dashboard, here's that first announcement. Please watch Phone Procedures 101. Please watch this before the meeting. And there's my little embed code. I can play that video right inside the announcement manager. So really cool. We're seeing a lot of application for this, a lot of use for this, again, in staff training, where we can embed rich media. You can use bolds and highlights and underlines and things like that in this area to be able to sort of communicate with staff and make sure that reminders get in front of them easily. So that's the notification section. Very cool, very useful. We're actually going to be expanding this pretty dramatically over the next few months as well. But it's a very cool tool that I think you're going to find a lot of use for. So, very kind of neat. Play with that a little bit. Play with some HTML code and see what you think. Thanks so much. Speak to you soon.